what do we have them do before they have all their gear on and get out the fence? We have them warm up with the gloves in their hands. It's a little game you can play with the gloves to kind of warm you up, plus give you some little skills on advanced lunges, right? So, oh look, Dave's all ready. He knows what I was going to ask him to do. I'm going to ask Dave to be, and he's always the best one. Well, I asked him to be the fencing dummy, just to stand there and not do anything. You know, unfortunately. So now I'm going to practice my advanced lunge on him. You know, but as you guys probably, you know, because you've only practiced it a couple times, how do you know what distance to start? You don't know. I mean, you may say, you know what, I'm going to start way out here. Okay? Now, when I make my advanced lunge, I just have this in my hand for one thing. I'm still going to pretend like I'm lunging. But at the last thing, I'm just going to have this in my hand because I want to get close enough to Dave that I can do this. I can just barely hit him with my glove. That's all I want to do. Over and over again. You know, and that's just building up. After that, you should build up in your mind exactly, you know, I mean, if I was out there fencing with the blade, I don't even have a blade in my hand right now, but if I was standing right here, I would know. Immediately, my brain says, I'm with a therapy. You know, and I just know. If I'm back here, I say, you know what? I'm too far away. I mean, I can just tell. I can start to move and move and move, and all of a sudden I get into a distance where I know, hey, it's in there. You know what I mean? I'm probably right about here, which is probably pretty good for me. You know, so if I made my advanced lunge, I made a lunge right here, I can't make a longer today, I can probably just be able to hit it. And that's where I want to be. I want to be just out of distance and just close enough to where I can get him and not any closer. So you guys can practice that a little bit on your own. So you do this. You start out here, you go advanced lunge, and then you go, well, I can hit him, but yeah, you can hit him with the back if you wanted to. You know, that's way too close. You know. So how do you figure that out? You say, well, you know, one thing you can do is you can get in your lunge. You can have your arm out straight this way, or you can have this in your hand if you want to. Kind of come to where it just barely hits. Now you know you're there. Now you go back to your guard position, and you retreat a step. Now you should know that if you made an advance and a lunge, you'd be right back to where you were. Here, 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 here. Notice I'm not doing this, and this is common with beginners. They want to put this in their hand, they want to do this. They want to just swing it, right? I'm not swinging it, I'm just pretending like, yeah, I won't even, I'll put it in this hand, I don't care. And I'll make a lunge. Like I had a point in my hand. Then I'll stick it in my hand. Then I'll check the distance. That's all that's for, right? But you say, yeah, it gets boring. Who's going to stand there and do that? And that's not a workout or whatever. We just did the drill, right? I start to advance, Dave retreats. Can I lunge and hit him? Look what happens if I lunge. I can't hit him. So that's not a very good time to lunge, right? Now it turns out from technical to tactical, right? So I retreat and we start again. I make an advance. There he is. I can lunge. I can hit him. So that's all I'm training myself to do. Whether I'm doing anything, all I'm getting out of that is he moving or isn't he moving? It's all I want. It's a big deal, right? Oh, then I can't lunge. If he moves, I cannot lunge. He's out of distance. Now I can lunge. Bang. Okay, good shot. Can't lunge. That's why I move slow. Never make a slow advance. If I do this, whoa, really fast, I don't have time to think. So I move slow. When I move slow, okay, he's going. I start to move slow, and if this foot's here now, I'm going to lunge. So all I'm training myself to do is know when I should lunge. I mean, hey, if you want to do it randomly, you can do it randomly, but you know what your results will be? Random, just like that. You want to train yourself when the best odds are to hit someone so you can really be successful? This is the kind of drill that does it right here, because you do it over and over again, and you train yourself to know when your opponent is likely to be able to get hit. And that's when he's not way out there, right? Sorry, because I can't hit him. It's when he's standing still and he doesn't move, and you get in on him. Now you can hit him.
I can tell your legs are sore. Lunge.
Yeah. I have no lunge.
For all these years, I know where it's normally.
I have no lunge today. It's more like a lean. Right? So now at the end, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to pretend like we're going to have a little epee bout right at the very last of the class in a couple minutes. We'll have these in our hand. And we'll pretend like mainly they're epees because we don't want to hit anybody in the face or it's going to be in the body. We're going to try to hit each other on the arm. There's a touch for me. It's like a cat and mouse game, right? I say, Dave, hit me here. And he tries. Oh, whoop. Can you get out of the way? Can you make some lunges actually and try to hit somebody? You know, and go back and make some lunges like that? So we're going to get into that. That's a little bit about these. So everybody come over.